I thought I would document this day in light of the recent TikTok ban. This is a very interesting turn of events. I think what's happening is that a lot of people suddenly got a very real glimpse of what life is like and what making progress in your career is like without having TikTok. I have had to battle this as well, and I think I felt that really hard for the first time yesterday. It's currently the 20th. So TikTok is actually back. It was banned for a good chunk of yesterday. It actually really started the night before, somewhere like 10 or 11 p.m. on the 18th Eastern Time. And it came back. I got a notification from Lemonade first, and then TikTok somewhere around 4 in the afternoon. And currently, right now, you can go on it. It's back. But I've observed some very interesting things online when all of this stuff was happening about people's general reaction to TikTok being gone. I felt like explaining like how I'm thinking about it, how it fits in for me. I've made use of TikTok. I will not lie, most of the progress that I feel that I've made recently in terms of reaching people has been greatly bolstered by my posting on TikTok. I'm not a TikToker necessarily, and the things that I post on TikTok I also post in a lot of other places, but TikTok as a platform, I've found some use for it, and my gains have been small so far, but it was not zero, and there definitely is a correlation. I think many people are in my position where we each have our own different projects and we're all trying to use this platform to promote it and to do stuff that makes sense with our specific project. Yesterday especially, I saw like a lot of grief on the internet, actually, on the comment sections of videos talking about the ban and like, you know, the latest update of where the situation is legally. I saw like more than a handful of people basically saying like, oh God, like this totally ruins my plan. This totally puts my career at a standstill. I don't know what I'm gonna do moving forward. But I'm trying to be positive about this and basically like reassess what TikTok actually means for my goals and for what may be coming ahead. TikTok is a tool. Clearly, if you have a project that's bigger than simply just TikTok, then it's not the end of the world if TikTok goes away. Platforms come and go. What I hope for, you know, anybody that's grieving, at least the way that I'm looking at it, is this encourages me to be smarter about the tools that I have. TikTok is a tool, ultimately. You can use it well or you could use it poorly. Your success is not entirely tied to that. The game is always going to change, and that this comes down to the actual art itself, but also the dissemination of that music and how everybody is consuming it. And even if TikTok had disappeared and you had all your followers on there, it doesn't mean that you can't repeat that same thought process and those gains on another platform, just reaching people a different way. Like, this isn't the end of the world. I don't feel that it's the end of the world. I'm a little suspicious of TikTok now, you know? There's clearly complicated bureaucratic shit going on that I can't speak on because I don't know anything about it. But whether anybody likes it or not, like, the people are gonna move to certain stuff. You have control over like where you post and where you're devoting your energy for your promotion. But at the end of the day, your audience is the people, and where the people go is always going to change. So you have to like play that game and be smart about it. That's what I'm telling myself. I'm not telling y'all to do anything. It's complicated though. I think this was good. We're clearly still in the ban period, I guess. I'm assuming that there's going to be more developments and more information and more cultural discourse on this. I think generally like this is a super healthy thing. It is nice that it kind of makes everything like a level playing field. If one person doesn't have access to this tool anymore, then lots of other people don't as well. You know, we're never going to want to stop entertaining ourselves. The culture will move and new opportunities will open up. So I'm doing fine. It's going to be all right. I'm curious what y'all have to say about it. Like, I'm not trying to be like a social media mogul, you know, but I am affected by it. It's very interesting that millions of people are also, and that we might all have different shit going on, but we can all kind of relate to this one thing and it impacts us all. This is a crazy thing to have happen like in the first 3 weeks of the year, definitely. It's putting a little bit of like it's putting springs in my feet, you know what I mean? It's like forcing me to acclimate to stuff, and I kind of appreciate that it's happening so early, because plans can always get revised, and there's always shit that you can't foresee. It's gonna be all good.